I was shoved into the hospital immediately, and I was given chemo, heavy doses right away. I knew my hair was going to be falling out within 2 to 3 weeks. This is me 3 weeks into chemo. I decided to shave my head. And the reason I did is because, you know what, when you find out you have cancer, you really feel like your body's betraying you, and you feel like you have no control whatsoever. I needed to get some of that control back, and shaving my head was just a thing. My friend, who happens to be a surgeon, shaved my head. So she got out a straight edge and shaved my head clean. It felt actually very good. And I had 0 hair. My daughter called it my baby head. And look at me now. I've got hair. And I'm someone who loves my hair. I don't want to go around bald. And I did feel a little bit like an alien, I'll admit it. My head got cold. It was winter time when I did this. The first time, I ended up doing it 3 times because I had 9 months of chemo, and my hair would kind of start to grow back, and then it would fall out and start to grow back, so I just kept shaving it. I put olive oil on my head. I wore no makeup. I tried to wear earrings, but that wasn't such a good look. I tried to wear wigs. I didn't like that either. I ended up wearing hats, and that's it. And I'd wear a mask sometimes, you know, when my blood counts were low. Wasn't the best look in town, but you know what? Wearing hats with a bald head felt really comfortable. I didn't have all this old hair on my head. And I remember I went to the hospital one day because I met this woman who also had Hodgkin's, and she was, you know, trying to decide should she shave her head or not. She had long black hair to here, and she loved her hair. She just could not part with it. She let it get so thin, like just, you know, strands of hair coming out. She looked like the Walking Dead. And I finally talked her into shaving it. She had this little party, head shaving party, and shaved her head. And I'll tell you, she cried and cried and cried and cried. And I'm not sure she ever really loved it. But you know what? When her hair grew back, she thanked me because she knew she had to just wash all that cancer and chemo out of her hair, and she did. So if you don't like it, if you have to shave it, and you know you want to cry, go ahead and cry, but in the long run, you're going to be happy because your hair's going to grow back a little thicker. Mine grew back a little darker, a little curlier, a little thicker, and then you know what? After a few years, I got my hair back, just the way it used to be. Life goes on. So shave it, just give in to the cancer, be stronger than the cancer, and let chemo help you, let radiation help you, let surgery help you, let your friends help you, let your family help you. If ever you needed help, now is the time. Shave your head. And be careful when you do it. You really don't want to be bleeding. So that's the other thing. I hope that helps you decide whether you should shave it or not.